Hello everybody, it's True Detective here, your one and only private investigator here on YouTube. I'm not really a private investigator. But yesterday I came to know few facts about private investigating. And yesterday I came to know few interesting facts about crime. Did you know that mugshots are not copyrighted content? Because they are taken by government agencies. I'm not really sure though if it would be smart to use a mugshot in one of my videos. The other thing I came to know yesterday, or become conscious of, is a term called probe picture. A probe picture is a picture of a person, usually unidentified, and through this probe picture, a detective or an analyst can maybe gather some extra open ends to the investigation of the crime. I ended up looking at mugshots and black and white pictures yesterday that were not copywritten. Amongst these people were Al Capone, Edmund Kemper, and a bit more unknown mafioso called Lucky Luciano. I was trying to understand if there's anything the same in these people. And there is. And that's that some human beings are two-faced. When you look at their pictures, they have double motives, or a double mask on them. Like a half person and half person, and from each half person, half is missing. And I came up with this thing that I call deep face reading. And if we take that further, deep face reading fortune telling for your destiny. And you know these old pictures of childhood pictures of these serial killers, for example. I want to decrypt next over here for you what I saw when I looked at the face of Edmund Kemper. I saw a man that has two sides to him. The other side is the justifying side. From some of his victims he thought that they were too good for the world. Too good for the world, that's the word. And his face, as with most double-faced criminals that I looked at, it was funny that the evil one was over here, the right side, and the good one, if there's anything good in the person, it was on the left side. You could see it on the left side, but not on the right side. Who pulled the trigger? Who murdered that person? Who was that guy? It's on the right side of the face. And the left side couldn't win that guy. The evil won in these persons. The evil, it won. From Ed Kemper's face, I also felt that the man was half numbed. I don't know much about the man, but from his face I could tell that this guy was probably sexually abused as a child. He also didn't care too much. He was like this: oh, they caught me. I'm gonna be alive for this. Whatever. But he was so much more uncaring than that. And in the right side of his face I could also see that person that kills. The person that takes the action to kill. For Ed Kemper, I could see in the right side of his face, I don't know if he was left or right-handed, that he didn't enjoy handling a dead body. That he felt that it was nasty to do that. And that he had grabbed a hold of the leg part of the dead body. From the dead side of his face, I could see a half-dead person. A non-half-dead person. But there was also a hint of regret there. And he thought, why did I have to do that? But the right side, when I looked at it, and said, I'm glad that bitch is dead. And he also thought, man, that woman was so fine. And it seemed like the man was in a complete this kind of trance. Like, maybe like in the same way that some animal would lure you into a trap. And what I felt in that situation was that I don't know if this guy is the predator or is this guy the prey. That's what I felt from him. That he was under influence of some dark force. Next, let's talk about that sanity. Was Edmund Kemper sane? Well, what I saw from his face was that he wasn't insane. And don't they do that evaluation when somebody has committed such a crime, if this guy was, so to say, there? When I look at Lucky Luciano's face, it was the same. The left side, the uncaring. The right side, stone cold. But from Ed Kemper's face, I could also see that what he thought was that he had kind of the right side. I could kind of tell that he felt that he had betrayed his mother, that he was sorry for his mother. I could also tell from Ed Kemper's face that he was kind of sorry for her mother, that the son that she had birthed became into this. He was sorry about that. He was sorry to his mother. I also saw the same thing in Hitler's face, that he was sorry for his mother. And there you can see some humanity in there. Compared to the mafiosos then. When I looked at Al Capone and Lucky Luciano, from Lucky Luciano's face, from this side of Lucky Luciano's face, I thought that he knows the process of killing very well. I was reading his face, that when you kill, you need to be relaxed. He was completely relaxed. And at the same very stone cold. Al Capone, on the other hand, you can see from his face that when he killed those people with the submachine gun, which I think that the historians can doubt it, was Al Capone really a murderer? Well, from his face I could kind of tell that yes, he was a murderer. And he had killed actually quite a lot of people with a machine gun, or submachine gun. He was also double-faced, and from his right side of the face, I saw that killing and escaping from the cops for him was such a thrill. He liked speed, and he liked the act of killing people with a fucking machine gun. He liked it. It was for him a thrill. He was a man that, on the other hand, was like a clown. Like really a clown. And people loved him for that. But you could almost feel from the man that for him the whole criminal enterprise was kind of like he was an actor in a movie. Like, kind of like it wasn't even real for him. That's different from Ed Kemper. Because in him, you see that this was gritty, this was real, and this was... And I heard from some book back in them days that I read about psychopathy, that for some of these killers, killing a human being is just the same as cutting some slice of meat with a knife. Preparing a meal, so to say. From Ed Kemper you could recognize that. So, as a conclusion, very numbed, very determined to act, and very not caring, while at the same time able to justify his actions and being under some very dark hypnotic spell. I mean somebody else being in control of the man. That's what I saw when I saw Edmund Kemper. And as a last note, his father was probably a smoker too.